Hi guys, today we are going to read another story from the Bedtime Fairy Stories. And this story is called Finders Keepers. Let's read this fun story together. One day, Tinkerbell was flying across a stream when she saw a mysterious object beneath a large branch. Tinkerbell was no stranger to collecting interesting and useful items, so she flew over to investigate. She balanced herself on the branch and wiggled the item loose. "What is it?" she wondered aloud. "Well, its shape is very strange, and it's too large to be useful to me." Tink flew off, leaving the unknown object behind. At that moment, Beck was hurrying along the stream. She was on her way to visit the squirrel family. She was running so fast when thump! She tripped and fell to the ground. "Ow!" she cried. "What in the world is this, and why is it lying here?" Suddenly, Beck had an idea. She could bring this object to the squirrel family as a gift. "Look what I have found for you!" Beck exclaimed. "It's a squirrel scratcher." The squirrel family gathered. They each waited their turn as Beck gave little scratches behind their ears, on their tails, and on their round bellies. When all the squirrels were scratched, Beck had to go home. "I'll bring the scratcher again next time," she promised. Look at that pleased squirrel. "Now, where can I put this and keep it safe?" Beck said. The scratcher was too big to keep in her room. At last, she decided to keep it in the roots of the pixie dust tree. "This should work," Beck smiled. Meanwhile, back at her workshop, Tinkerbell was having some trouble. She was trying to wash a tall, narrow pot that she had just finished fixing. "What's wrong?" asked Terence. "I could hear you scowling from the other room." "It's this pot," Tink said. "It's too tall that I can't clean the bottom. My arm doesn't reach." "You need something like this," Terence said, drawing in the air with pixie dust. He sketched an outline of a brush with a long handle. Tinkerbell blinked in astonishment. Terence's pixie dust drawing looked exactly like the object stuck in the stream. "Come on," Tink yelled. "We need to get to the stream." Not too far away, Lily was resting on a high branch of the pixie dust tree. She had spent the entire morning scaring Shimmer's beetles away from her garden. The beetles loved to eat her beautiful purple flowers. Just as she was about to sip some dew from the leaf, she spotted something below. "What is that?" Lily asked. "It's as tall as a fairy. I have an idea." Lily picked up the object and carried it to her garden. She dug a small hole in the garden and planted it in the middle of her purple flowers. Next, she added dry grass blades for hair, plucked a blossom to use as a dress, and added her sun hat for the finishing touch. "That is an outstanding scarebug, if I do say so myself," she said proudly. "It will definitely keep the Shimmer beetles away." Back at the stream, Tink and Terence were looking everywhere for the tall, odd-shaped object. "I wish I had known it would be so useful when I first saw it," Tink said sadly. "Hey, did you hear that, Terence?" "Tink, Terence!" Beck shouted. She flew toward them. "What's wrong?" Tink and Terence asked. "I left the squirrel scratcher outside the pixie dust tree and now it's missing!" Beck exclaimed. "Have you seen it?" "No," Tink replied, "but I'm also looking for something. Let's all search together." Beck, Tink, and Terence flew over Lily's garden and spotted something peculiar. Terence flew closer to get a better look. "What is the thing?" he asked. "You found my squirrel scratcher!" Beck exclaimed. "This isn't your squirrel scratcher," Tink said, flying closer. "I found it this morning. It's my long-handled pot scrubber." "No," Lily added. "It's my new scarebug." Swiftly, a dark shadow flew over the garden, and the fairies stopped arguing. It was a hawk, and it was coming right for them. "Look out!" Terence shouted. The fairies scattered as the hawk swooped down. It reached out its sharp claws and grabbed the scarebug. Then, with a screech, it flew away. "Is everyone all right?" Tink asked. She looked around carefully and came out from the daffodil she was hiding in. "What just happened?" Terence asked. "I think that hawk was just took our back-scratching, pot-scrubbing, beetle-scaring thing," Beck exclaimed. The fairies laughed. "I wonder what that thing is really for," Lily said. "I guess we'll never know," Tink replied. "But we know, guys, yes? It's just a toothbrush." Thank you for reading this book with me. See you all next time. Bye-bye.